Hey gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey and this is the updated 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe with the RST package and some big upgrades. In this video, I'm going to show you everything that is new for the 2025 model year. First and foremost, I want to say a huge thank you to Chevrolet for having me out to Fort Worth, Texas for the second time this year to check out their latest full-size SUVs. Not only are we checking out Tahoe, but we also have some content with Suburban. So absolutely hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell so you don't miss any of that content on GM's new revised 2025 full-size SUVs. This being the RST model, and since we have the hood open, we can talk about the 6.2 liter V8 under the hood. Slight revisions, but basically a carryover power plant. Not a whole lot has changed here with this one. But the big news of what has changed is the look, both inside and out. You can see we have a revised front fascia on this one. Different headlight treatment, though very familiar. Takes a lot of cues from the recently updated Chevy Traverse. So you can see those divorced headlights from the running lights up top. Those are actually your turn signals as well. And then the return of fog lights to Tahoe and Suburban. So all LED lighting up front here, all LED lighting all the way around, which I really like. I like the RST package, especially here on the silver, the contrast of that black grille to the silver paint. All trims have a unique fascia once you get past LS and LT, which serve as the entry point. The RST, which we have here, serves as the performance on-road alternative to the off-road focused Z71. And to that end, we have some massive 24-inch wheels and tires wrapped in Bridgestone Alenza tires, but yes, 24-inch wheels here on this RST model. The big news with Ford is they offer 24-inch wheels on their top trim only. RST kind of falls mid-pack. So yes, you can get a large, a very stylish wheel here on a mid-trim RST. This one does also have air ride suspension, but magnet ride is standard. We get a lot of that black treatment continuing down the side here, black running boards, black around the windows, black accents all the way around with those black and machine-faced 24-inch wheels. As we come around to the back, they revised the back end, but it is essentially the same hatch. I really like how that awkward strip across the tail is gone. We now have this black panel here that visually extends how low that rear window goes, but it is the same window as before. It does open separately from the tailgate, so there is a button for it right here. You can just reach in and grab some stuff. Really like that a lot, but you can see exactly where that opens there. Makes it very convenient for getting things in and out very quickly. I mentioned up front, all LED lights across the board. That includes taillights. So we have these new white clear element on RST, Z71 and up. LT and LS get red lenses back here in the back, but all LED lighting all the way around. We get quad exit exhaust, that big RST badge back here on the back, just to let everyone know behind you what just blew by them. And this 6.2 sounds really good. Open up the back, you still get all the same interior comforts as before. Power folding seats here on the RST, and you can see, yes, the second row of seats are just a little bit too far back for these to go down all the way, but you can slide those forward. You can also fold those down from a button here on the side as well. My backpack is keeping it from folding all the way, but yes, you can absolutely increase cargo capacity back here, which is very nice. Power operated hatch. The big news with the power opening hatch is the fact that it has an auto sensed open. So you just keep the key on your person, stand behind the vehicle. It beeps a few times to open up and let you in. As we move inside this vehicle, that is perhaps the other big upgrade for the 2025 model year. You already saw it, but we'll get to it momentarily. We have memory seats here on this RST, auto up down on the front windows, and then lots of different storage options, tri-level storage here on the door. I like that. Multi-way positional seat, two-way lumbar, leather wrapped seats with some contrasting stitching and piping. I really like what Chevrolet is doing with the seat designs as of late, and just classes it up a little bit. Black is the only color option on the RST, but you already knew that, right? As we come inside here, hopefully I can get the white balance to work for us here. But yes, the big news, go ahead and turn off my 80s music. Big news is 17.7 inch screen here, 11 inch screen here. Largest in the segment by a long shot. Very large, very in charge. I'll go ahead and put it on the map just to show you just how much that screen really does take over. Very thin bezels for automotive here. Definitely not iPhone thin bezels, but really nice there. 11 inch screen here, customizable screen there. We have a 15 inch head-up display. This one does have Super Cruise. That is a late availability option. You'll have to wait till calendar 2025 for that, but really like Super Cruise there. A lot of physical controls over my left knee, including the 4-wheel drive with 2-speed transfer case, physical button for your camera here. 360 cameras are standard across the entire lineup. You get a lot of cool camera angles here. You can see your wheels, your tires, all that fun stuff from there. And then what I really like, we'll go ahead back to the home screen. You can drag and reposition these just like a tablet, but you can even bring things up here that weren't previously up there. So you can have a quick access button to your camera or her. I don't want to trigger her. You can have Spotify up here. You can have CarPlay up here. Very quick access buttons that are sticky. They always stay there. Of course, not when you're on that screen, but we'll go ahead and go to the maps. You can see it's still there. We'll go to something like climate. Boom, still there. So really like that functionality. We have climate buttons here, redundant physical controls down here, heated only seats up front. You had to go up a trim to the Premier to get ventilation, so that's a little bit of a mess for me. I really want my ventilated seats here. Qi wireless charger, couple power points, couple of cup holders here, decent size center console, but the big news here is you can slide this thing back. Oops, somebody left some paper down here. And then when it's back, you've got some storage here. This doesn't move when the vehicle is powered down, so it is a lockable, secure storage. Really, really, really like that. I'm gonna leave it back there because we're gonna pop out of the front seat, move to the back seat now, and you can see, yes, some of my stuff still back here, but there. See, it does want to fold all the way flat. Sitting behind myself at 5'10", tons of room back here. Still multi-level storage in the door. We still get your map pocket here, over here, and then with the console all the way back, cup holder access is very easy and reachable from here. Tri-zone climate controls, very easy and reachable. Heated seats, very easy and reachable. Power, HDMI, very reachable. HDMI ports work for the dual screen entertainment package that we have on this one. You can actually share the screen or whatever you want to do up here. But all of that, having this back here kind of defeats having an armrest up there, but Chevy thought of that. That slides forward. You have even more storage down here. So storage on storage on storage inside Tahoe RST. And then you can see center pass through here. We've got some additional power down there. Lots of things back here for backseat comfort, including HVAC in the ceiling. So that works very well in rear-facing car seats. I like that a lot. Now, pop out once more. We give one pull that folds it flat. We give another pull that tips it forward, and now I can get into that third row of seats back here in the back. Still have all the accent and stitching and the like back here. Big headrest, but I will note the third seat belt is in the ceiling. No lower latch points down here for child seats, but it is a usable for adults third row seat. The floor has been lowered for this generation, not exclusive to 25, and gives you just more space in here, vertically, horizontally, all of that. And you can actually sit back here as an adult. But that's enough of a tour of this one. Let's get it out, see how it drives around town. Another benefit of this new dash design that we're seeing across the Chevy lineup, from Traverse to Blazer EV, Equinox EV, is the relocation of the gear selector. No more push buttons in Tahoe and Suburban. You have this steering column mounted kind of turn signal stock like gear selector, much like what Mercedes-Benz uses in their vehicle. So if it works for Mercedes-Benz, here it is in Chevy. Setting off in this one with the 6.2, with air ride suspension, and with those 24-inch wheels, I will say the 24s are noticeable. There's just so much, only so much you can do with the limited amount of rubber sidewall on such a big wheel tire package. It is definitely a style choice that you will notice as you drive it around. It is by no means harsh, but it is definitely different than all of the other offerings. So they have 22s, 20s, and 18s. 18s are the base size wheel, and they are very cushy, very soft. But the air ride suspension in this also does a good job of smoothing things out. But as you hit bumps, as you go over rough pavement, rough terrain, as we're about to experience going down to the Fort Worth stockyards, they've got some brick paved areas down there where you can tell that, yeah, something is different underneath. This is still a truck-based SUV. There's still a body on frame construction here. So if you really want a smooth ride and you want something as big as this, go with this Chevy Traverse. Otherwise, this thing is massive. It is a big people hauler, big stuff hauler. You can throw all the people in here, all their gear in here, and still have a lot of fun. There is a lot of merit to this vehicle, and it is a very important one for all of Chevrolet and for Texas. We are the biggest market down here in Texas for SUVs like this. This is the sales leader by far, this and Suburban. And so it is a very important SUV for Chevrolet and for the state of Texas. These are ubiquitous around the school pickup lines. They are absolutely everywhere here. You can't look in any direction and not see a Tahoe or a Suburban. They are literally everywhere here in Texas, and like we're passing up a GMC cousin of it right now. But we are now getting to the sections of pavement that are brick. I mean, it is not a rough ride. Do not hear me wrong on that. It is just rougher than something with a 20-inch wheel or an 18. Little noisier too. There are sacrifices that are made for these 24s, but my goodness, do they look stellar when you get them on the vehicle. It really sets the look of this SUV off and really makes it stand out even more than it already did. Really like all the black contrasting accents here on this RST as well. Works very well against this silver paint. Silver is not my first choice, but it works very nicely here on this one. Well, there you have it, a quick speed date of a 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe RST. I'm on brick pavement again. It is not a bad ride. Do not hear me wrong on that. But if you want to see more from this event, more Tahoe coverage, more Suburban coverage, hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell so you are notified every time a new video drops. Find us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it. It's all at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for me, with the 2025 Tahoe RST, till next time, gearheads, bye. All right, I've talked a lot about how this one rides, so we're gonna do something just a little bit more fun. We are gonna turn down the stockyard alleys closed. Poop.